Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be an unusual video because we have no face. So I'm not going to be showing my face today. I'm just going to be talking to you guys, and I am very nervous about doing this because I prefer to talk to the camera where you guys can see me, but now it's just my voice and I'm not quite sure about this. But for the purpose of this video is what works for me right now, because I'm not looking my best to be on camera, and I just want to have a day where I can be at home and nobody will see me today, unless you live with me, of course. Okay, so today's topic is talking about what I want and what I don't want from my current job. So this is something that I never usually tend to do. I never usually sit down and analyze what I like and don't like about my job. I may do it without realizing it, and I may be aware when something upsets me, of course, because when we don't like something, we tend to notice it more than when we do like something. It depends on your mindset, whether you're negative or positive. If you're more in the positive mindset, you may notice more positive aspects of your life, if that makes sense. So can I also just say in advance that any background noise, I do apologize, because I live in an overcrowded house and it can be quite noisy. So just any noises in the background, please just ignore it and just continue to listen to me. So for the purpose of this video, I've made some notes to help guide me in what I need to say, and also to keep me on track, and just so I don't miss anything out. Making notes has really helped me because it's made me look at my job in a different aspect, and it's highlighted all the issues that I need to pinpoint to my manager, and that's something that I am going to be doing. So when he does move like full time into our company, because at the moment he's managing both stores. Okay, so let's start off with what am I getting paid for. So that's quite changed over the months. On my tasks, I've noticed a big, massive decline in my job role. So at the moment, I'm getting paid to close the shop, to answer phone calls, and to help a work colleague with her ICT skills and putting sales through this hill. So where do I begin? So this is something that's happening right now in my job, is something that I clearly don't want, and there's an imbalance in roles. Obviously, hopefully this will change once all management are fully in one branch and I can address that to them. But I feel like there is a certain member of staff that cannot completely complete her task due to not being so great in ICT skills. I am somebody that likes to help people, but it's becoming to a stage where my purpose is to help this member of staff completely fulfill her job role, because without me being there, or without anybody else being there, this member of staff will not be able to completely close the store without assistance. Also putting sales through the till, the same exact member of staff, there, how do I explain? So there tends to be a different dynamic happening, so a competitive tension, and this is something I do not want in the work environment. So there tends to be a competition between a quiet competition between when I say between, not between myself, because I'm not in competition with anybody, but there tends to be this thing of, this is my customer and this is my sale, and if I am working with this member of staff and I'm serving a customer, there tends to be I don't know the correct terminology for this, but where your sales are being overtaken by this person, because they'll get involved in the conversation and then obviously scoop your sale up and put it through on the till as theirs, when initially it was yours. If you happen to do the same back to them with their customer, they will ensure that they definitely get their name on the sale, because I will make sure that they get on the computer. We only have one computer. Our tills is a computer, and that member of staff will always ensure that they're always on that computer, so they tend to be hogging it. This then leads me on to my roles in the job. So, answering the telephone, which is not an issue. I can answer the telephone, but the only problem is if I need to email customers, I cannot email them because the computer is, that same member of staff is logged into the computer, and I cannot email. I have to do it over on my phone, which means using my mobile data at work and emailing that customer. And also to respond to customers, I have to respond to them out of hours, because that one computer is being used by that member staff and she's logged into her account, and I cannot log into my emails if I'm on her account. When I do log into my account, she complains. So there just seems to be like an imbalance in roles, and yeah, so that's something I would need to discuss with my manager. It's been something I've been ignoring, but now that I've written it down on these notes, it's definitely flagging up to me. Let me see. Let me just look at my notes. So, another thing that I don't like in the workplace, what I don't want, is to be responding to emails, like for example at home or out of work, like basically out of work hours, or using my phone to do that. I mean, I can use my phone, but it's like it's constantly. I never have a chance where I can respond to emails at work because it's obviously logged into someone's account. Also, I don't want to be working long unnecessary hours where there's not much work to be done, and I'm there when I feel like it's pointless being there if there's nothing for me to do, which sometimes it can't be helped, I understand. Now, let's move on to what I actually want in a workplace or in my current job. I want more equality. I want set hours, so I'm starting the same time and closing the same time, so that I can have a set routine, which helps me to adapt due to my dyslexia. I also want a friendly environment. I want to be paid for what I'm required to do, so that means not doing management roles if I'm not getting paid the wage for it, which is how most people feel, to be honest. I want to be able to log onto my work account on the computer without anyone complaining. Um, Also, the reason why I want to stick to my contracted hours is so I can have time for other things besides just working. I want a clear working system where everyone communicates effectively and you know what's going on, instead of things changing all the time and I'm left in the dark and I have no idea what's happening. Also, I would like a briefing before I start my shift, and notices of things being changed on the WhatsApp group, because at the moment the WhatsApp group doesn't always benefit me. Another thing is I don't mind getting more responsibility or having less responsibility. It doesn't bother me. In future reference, if I do get a phone call of a customer wanting me to email pictures of the item, because obviously if it's damaged I might need to see the damage on it, I will have to refer one of my work colleagues to send that email instead of me doing it on my mobile phone data. So whoever's logged into the computer, they must email that customer, because from this moment on I refuse to just settle for using it on my phone and everyone else gets the luxury of replying to customer emails on the computer, and I'm having customers wondering, calling me up and asking me why have I not responded to their email, and that's obviously because I'm unable to check my emails at work if someone else is logged onto the computer. One of the main issues is poor management and issues not being resolved. So that means not getting the second computer fix, or briefing people to be more fair on the computers. Obviously, they might not be aware of it, but it needs to be said. Another issue is that I cannot fulfill or perform my job role effectively, which is due to other members of staff. So this is affecting me in developing my skills further and getting the required experience that I need to fulfill my job effectively. I had no idea this was happening until I made notes on it. I also made a notes on who I am in the workplace. and my skills, such as I am able to think on the spot and resolve problems. I also noticed that I'm also losing interest in the job as it's becoming purposeless, and this is called quiet quitting, and this is an effect of being quite fired, and it's not exactly my management, it's due to like other members of staff that are clearly making me feel like there's no point me being there. So guys, that's just wrapping up this job. That's just to wrap up what's happening in my job, which I found very interesting, and it's definitely something that I would like to sit down and talk to my manager about, so he's aware of what's happening, and I look forward to seeing some changes happening. And this is a really good structure if you want to be more professional when you are complaining to the manager. Also, I definitely want to start looking into getting some more experience in other companies and maybe try some online wear or traveling, maybe abroad or into like another town for more job opportunities, because that's something I really would like to look more into. So basically I want to start networking with more people and just start exploring my horizons. Can someone correct me in the comment section below? Something to do with horizons. There's a phrase linked to that. But anyway, guys, because I haven't got much storage, I'm gonna end this here. As you can see in the picture on this clip, I'm the lady with the blue blazer helping the lady with the ICT skills go up the ladder, whereas I'm not actually doing anything to benefit or grow myself. So I'm gonna end this video here. I hope everyone enjoys it. I'd be curious to see if you've done this with your workplace and whether you do reflect on your role and if it has helped you in any way, reflecting on the job role. So guys, I feel like I can't speak. I hope everyone is well. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and see you guys soon. Mwah.